Alright, what's up you guys? It's your boy Nabari here with a video. I don't think I ever explained like my football story, how I got into football and what I've been through to get to this point. So today that's what I'm gonna be doing. First off, I want to begin with football was not my first love. My first love was basketball. Everybody I was around was playing basketball. My uncle, he played basketball a lot and I was always with him. So that's what got me into it. The first time I gave football a try was in 5th grade. I didn't like it at first and I ended up quitting the team. 6th grade, I gave football another shot, but this was flag football. I played everything, man. I played wide receiver, running back, linebacker, and safety corner. I played everything. I remember my first interception, I was playing corner. Dude threw it up, picked that thing off. I was happy, like the whole team got hyped, the whole sideline got hyped. It was a home game too, so yeah, I was happy about that. In 7th grade, that's when I got back into tackle football. I joined the season late because I just had moved back to Chicago from San Diego. My cousin was on the team, so I joined on with him. He put in a good word for me, so I joined. Played like 2 games, and it was whatever. 8th grade, that's when I started to take it like real serious. Like that whole summer going to my 8th grade year, it was crazy. Like I even slept with a football in my bed, bro. I was at the beach every day. Yes, Chicago has beaches. I was at the beach running in the sand. I would try to get all the homies together. We could play football against each other and stuff like that because I wanted to be the best at it. My 8th grade year didn't go good. Some of the players from the team that we were playing would come and watch us practice, and they was like, yo, we're gonna have to stop 34, because they saw like I was doing shit in practice when we would do team, but when the games come, I couldn't even get past the line of scrimmage. Because all the teams did was building the box, because my coach at the time, he didn't want to throw the ball. All he wanted to focus on was running the ball. And we did like the wishbone wing T type of offense. So that's what happened. I think that's what started my whole like love for football, was like my 7th or 8th grade year. That's what started it off. Then my freshman year came. I was like 5'3", 120 pounds. I went to Sen High School in Chicago. I wanted to play running back. Running back was like the main position I wanted to play, but they already had like a good running back. So I was either playing receiver or I was playing safety. I used to love playing safety, bro. Now I hate playing defense, but in my early years, I loved playing defense, man. Safety was my favorite position to play. I got in a few games, so I played a few varsity games where we were doing cleanup. I played at safety. I put a big hit on a tight end one time. It felt so dope. Playing JV and stuff, I was getting pissed. I was like T.O. because I always wanted the ball. Sophomore year came, and this still bugs me till today. Like, I always still wonder what could have been. Sophomore year, our team was crazy. You could have argued that our JV team was better than our varsity team. And our varsity team was dope, but we had like more talent on our JV team. My homie Terrence at quarterback. In the backfield, it was me, the homie Terrence, Cody. And then our receiver was my boy Ant. We had a new coach too, and we was running the wishbone offense like I did in 7th and 8th grade, so I already knew what was up. We did our thing, like we were killing, bro. Then I got the news that I was moving. It was like after our 3rd or 4th game, I found out I was moving to Las Vegas, and my last game I scored a touchdown, and I was happy. We was all excited. Yeah, it sucks, bro. It hella sucks because that team was so talented, and they did their thing the next couple of years, but like I said, it still bugged me. Like, what would have happened if I would have stayed? So I ended up moving to Las Vegas, and I went to Legacy High School to finish off my sophomore year. I played defensive end in like 1 game. That was it. That's when I started to get into lifting. I came from the inner city of Chicago. I didn't know about hang cleaning, power cleaning, none of that stuff. When I got to Vegas, that's when I started getting into like cleans and all that other stuff. And I also got into track, because there was a lot of people in Vegas that are fast and quick. Like a lot of football players, when football season is over, they get ready to go on the track. And they're fast, bro. So I was like, all right, let me get into track. And track helped me out with my speed. I'm telling you guys now who's in high school, whatever, if you guys want to get fast, do track, man. Track will help you out for real. So I ended up doing track. And then next thing you know, my parents told me, look, we're moving back to San Diego. And I was like, what? We just moved. I met some chill ass people out there in Vegas, man, for real. We came back to San Diego. I had 2 choices. I was either gonna go to Lincoln High School or I was gonna go to Chula Vista High. I ended up picking Chula Vista because I knew most of my friends that I grew up with, they went there, so that's what I did. And going into my junior year, I had to prove myself again because I'm a new face. I was the fast kid, but I couldn't catch. That was the issue. So I went in at running back. We had 2 other running backs in front of me. I was like more the scout team player. as you could say, I was a scout team player. So my junior year was kind of frustrating. They mainly used me at kickoff. I was like more of the special team person. Like I was on kickoff, punt return. But that team was talented, man. The 2008 Chula Vista Spartan team was hella talented, bro. I mainly got in when we were blowing teams out. I dealt with a hamstring injury that year, so I missed a few games. But I got some carries and I felt pretty good about myself, man. Junior year was so frustrating because I felt like I had potential and I wasn't given a fair shot. Even the seniors were like, bro, like you should have been out there. Should have at least got a few touches or whatever, but hey, it is what it is. So going into my senior year, I planned to take over. Like I had that mindset like, look, this is my last year of high school. I have to do something, bro, because I wanted to go to college and play. The issue was, so the two running backs that were ahead of me my junior year, they were ahead of me again my senior year. During the summertime, during 7-on-7, I thought of the bright idea to be like, you know what, I'm not getting any PT at running back. Let me go in at wide receiver just to go in. And then the coach, he was like, oh, we should keep him at wide receiver. But the issue was I could not catch. So I started off in the season playing receiver. I played receiver a few games because our star receiver, he got injured and he had to sit out for 3 games, and I started at receiver those 3 games and only had like 1 catch. So when he got back, I went back to running back, and that's how I was able to get my highlight tape that I have now, because when we were blowing out teams, I was able to play running back again. You could say I was like a leader of the scout team. I would tell all my, like everybody who was on scout team with the linemen, I was like, look, this is our game. Like we're not getting in during the games like that, so this should be our game. Our game is against the starting defense, so let's do what we do. And we did our thing. I won Scout Team Player of the Week twice that season. So when it came down to the game, we did our thing. Like I was breaking off big runs. I had some touchdowns and stuff like that. And I was happy, man. Now it was time to get into the whole recruiting thing. The coaches, they were putting good words out for the players they wanted to. As for me, I had to harass my coach for 3 to 4 months just for me to get game film. I had to make my own highlight tape. Like I had to put the disc in, chop it up, and make my own tape. That's how I got into video editing like that. First of all, he didn't even want to give me the tape. He gave me, my dad had to call the school, talk to the principal and all that just for the coach to be like, all right, here's the tape. You feel me? Every time I would ask him, oh, I forgot it. Oh, I forgot it. Oh, I forgot it. So I ended up making my tape. And the crazy thing was I wasn't able to put out my highlight tape till like a month or 2 before I graduated high school. You see how messed up that is? Since it was already late like that, I just ended up going to Southwestern College. That's a junior college up here in San Diego. I was like, when I graduated from high school, I was like 150 pounds. The only thing they liked about me was my agility and like my speed. There was a few times I was going to be able to get in the game, but shit went left. Wasn't able to finish the season because I was homeless at a point. After that whole situation happened, I was like, you know what? I think I'm done with football. There was always some BS happening. Like my sophomore year when things were finally going good, I had to move. And then when my junior and my senior year happened, I was like behind. I felt like I wasn't given a fair chance. I was homeless. So I mean, I thought I was giving up. So when things got cool, I just focused on working. Like I gave up on football. And then one day the homie was like, hey bro, let's go. There's this flag football league. Let's get into it. And I was like, all right, whatever. So I ended up playing flag football. And I did pretty decent, man, because I was still like staying in shape, working out and all of that. And it was crazy. Like my first season of flag football, I was doing stuff that I never thought I could do. I still had my speed. I was still breaking big runs. Like I just like the fact when teams were like, yo, watch number 5, watch number 5. Like I missed that feeling. Yeah, the first season went good. Second season didn't go that good because that's when I started to put on the weight. And I started to get more lazy. I lost my speed, I lost my quickness. And then I had talked to my grandma. She knew how bad I wanted to go to school and play football. And she told me to just not give that up because we only have 1 chance at life. So she was like, just give it a try and go. I was emailing like every single school that I could think of. D1, D2, D3, NAI. I was emailing them. Like there was days I would come home and spend like 4 hours just emailing them my highlight tape. The schools that I heard back from were mainly like D2 and D3 schools. That's all I heard from. I ended up signing one to Greenville College. That's in Illinois. I signed with them. But the whole issue was the money situation because my parents couldn't afford it. My mom didn't work and my dad, he couldn't afford it. So that was coming out of my pocket, and that's what stopped me from going to Greenville. I had signed and everything. They put me on their website and say, we got this new running back from San Diego coming in. He has good playmaking ability, blah, blah, blah. But it didn't happen. So I ended up signed to Aurora University. When I got there, I sat in the coach's office and he was like, we're gonna get you in that running back rotation because we think you could do great things in our system. When fall camp came, I was making the right reads. I was doing good. I was doing good in the position drills and all of that. and they was just like, look, we're just gonna start you off on the JV. In D3s, they have JVs and they have a varsity. So the coach was like, we're gonna put you on the JV team because you've been out of football for a couple of years, and we just want you to work your way back into it. But what ended up happening was I was running low on money. My grades were slipping because I was stressing about the money, and I ended up coming back to San Diego. I was in another slump again when I was depressed. I was like, my dream ain't work out, or maybe I just didn't give it my all. I got back into flag football, and then with my homie who played on the flag football, he ended up playing for the semi-pro team, and he was like, G, come play on the semi-pro team. And that's how I ended up with the Thundercats. So my first season with the Thundercats, it took a learning curve for me because it's arena. I'm used to like a big field, 5 linemen, this and that. I was used to that. But this was different. It took me to damn near close to the end of the season for me to get the hang of it. So my first season, I felt like I was more explosive. I made more plays. I was decent. And then second season, it was filled with injuries. I couldn't play to my potential. I just kept getting hurt. My knee injury kept bothering me. And then right when I got better with my knee, I messed up my ankle. So I don't know. And that's where we're at right now. My goal is to keep playing football till I can't no more. I also want to play football overseas. I want to get an experience of playing football overseas. That's like my main goal. I love this game of football, man. It changed my life. Like me growing up, especially in Chicago, you could get caught up in so many negative things, and football, it was like my getaway. But yeah, that's it for the story, you guys. If you guys like videos like this, let me know in the comment section. If you guys want me to speak on something, let me know in the comment section too. That's the video, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm gonna catch you guys next video.